Hi y'all, this is Mattie from Mattie's Kitchen, and today I'm gonna make some hamburger patties. And here's the things I'll be using. And on the side, I'll be having some mashed potatoes. I boil my potatoes. The potatoes will be from scratch. Okay, I have for my hamburger patties, I have 80-20, 80 lean, 20 fat. And I'll be using that. I have some chopped bell peppers, celery, and onion. I also have some breadcrumbs for it. I'll be using some garlic, some red pepper flakes. I have some Lipton recipe secret, and I'll have some onion powder, black pepper, some brown gravy mix, salt, panko, a little panko, and a little W sauce, beef stock for my gravy, and brown gravy mix also. And here's for my mashed potatoes, I'll be using canned milk, any canned milk, and butter, salt and pepper. That's all you need for some good homemade mashed potatoes. Okay, get back with you all. Okay, I'm getting ready to mix my patties. And the things I'll be using, I had the chopped bell peppers, chopped small. There's a yellow onion and some celery. Those are things I'll be using. And I'm going to chop these a little bit more. Like I said, my meat is 80-20, 80 lean, 20 fat. Here's some breadcrumbs. I won't probably be using no salt, but I have some onion powder, some red pepper flakes. I have some black pepper. I have garlic powder, a little W sauce. That's why I won't be using too much of salt. And I also have some Lipton recipe secret. That's, to make it taste good. Little dried up onions. I mean, it's good. And some seasoning. I might put a little seasoning to make it form good. Some seasoning of breadcrumbs. And these are things I'll be using. I'm going to get back with you once I start mixing it. Okay, those vegetables that I mentioned, the onion, the celery, and the green bell pepper, the yellow onion, you need to chop them really fine. You want to chop them because you want the juice to go into the hamburger. And this is what's going to season. When you chop fine, you get more flavor because the juice from, the vegetables going to go into the meat or whatever you season. So these chopped by fine. See how fine they are? And you're not going to cook this very long, so that's why you want your vegetable to be small. Okay, I'm getting ready to put this in here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put these across here. I always go across my vegetables. That's the key for me. I take and go across all my vegetables. I'm going to use all of these because I want that flavor in it. I'll be using all of it. So that's my vegetables I'm going to put in there. I like to put my vegetables first. It don't matter. Or the season first. It don't matter because as long as you mix it good, it's okay. So I'm going to start with my onion powder. I'm going to go all the way across it. And these going to be some good hamburgers, patties. You can make Salisbury steak out of this, meatloaf. But today I'm going to try some hamburger patties because I haven't had that in a long time. Here's some onion. Here's some garlic. Red pepper flakes. I like to I always use this a lot, so I don't go across it. All it does is flavor. It don't make it hot. It flavors really good. I'll put a little pepper in here. And empty this because this is about gone. That's enough. And then I'll put a little garlic powder. Go across this hamburger part. I'm going to put just a tap of this W sauce in here, just a little bit. Just a tap of it. This got sodium in it too. Just a tap, go around it. I don't want too much. You see nothing hardly coming out. I'm just trying to get all across it. So this can be good. Okay, I got enough of that. And I'm going to put a little these season mix in here too. This is going to be good, y'all. If you never tried it, try all these ingredients I told you because I have tried it before. But that ain't much in there. Put that in there. This little pack is not that much. But it's seasoned really good. And I'm going to put a little breadcrumbs in here. Just a little breadcrumbs. I'm gonna mix this up and see how you want it to form like a hamburger. That's what you want to do. Don't put no egg. You don't need an egg in here. Because this is just like a hamburger patty. It'll stay together. See, I'm gonna mix this. Once I get through mixing this together, I'm gonna look at it, taste it a little bit. Some people do. I just, taste a tap of it and say what I need into it. It's probably gonna make about 6 hamburger patties. Might make, in fact, this was 2, almost 3 pounds, about 2.5 pounds. Okay, then I'm gonna get back with you. Okay, all those ingredients that I had shown you all, I mix all of them together, all but the salt. I didn't put no salt in because I have some different seasoning. And when I make my gravy will also have some seasoning in here. And over there, I have my skillet with a little oil. I'm gonna let these fry because I want to sear. That's what I want. I want to sear with a good hamburger patty, making size. I'll probably get about 6 of them. I'm gonna make them big. Like I said, I didn't put an egg in here because I don't like eggs in my hamburger. When I'm making just some, hamburger patty. Like this been seasoned well. Don't omit none of the ingredients I name. If you want some good hamburgers with gravy and mashed potatoes, because this is hamburger patty, old fashioned years ago, with vegetables. My vegetables loaded inside mine, and gravy and mashed potatoes. I'm gonna shape all of these till I get finished with them. Try not to have too many cracks in them, Make sure your skillet's kind of hot, not, so we can get a sear. You can get a sear on both sides. Then you're gonna let them kind of cook a little bit, steam it so they can cook all the way through. Okay, I'm gonna get back with you when I finish this. Okay, finish making my little hamburger patties. Okay, and they smell so good, y'all. Okay, I'm getting ready to put my patties in here, and I want them to sear. The skillet gonna be kind of hot. Not that hot, okay, that's good enough. I'm gonna try to put all of these in here. Keep it hot, and let them all, I just want them all, I got a little oil at the bottom. I want them all get a brown coating on them quick. Turn them over each side and do that. Then I'm gonna put them in my gravy, homemade gravy, serve with homemade mashed potatoes. That's 6 hamburgers. I thought I was going to get about 6 patties in there. So I'm going to try to get 6 in there. And let these cook, and once they sear on each side, I'm going to put a top on them so they can cook in the middle. But I don't want them to get drowned. I don't want them to dry out. Okay, kind of got openings on. I don't want them to touch. I just want to get that stuff so I can have this little stuff too for gravy. Okay, then I'm going to get back with you. Once they cook, I'm going to turn them over. Like I said, let them brown on that side. Keep the stove kind of hot. And once they brown on the other side, I'm going to put a top on them. Okay, I turned them over, and that's how I want them to look. And this grease here, I'll be using for my gravy. And these right here, they smell so good. You see the vegetables in them, the green peppers and stuff. They kind of bust open a little bit. But when I turn them over, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this sorry for the noise. I'm going to cut this down real low and let them cook on the inside. Because once they cook, I don't want the gravy to stay on long. I'll cut them down and let them cook in the middle so the middle can get done. They'll be ready to go. In the meantime, I'm getting ready to make my mashed potatoes. Okay, get back with you. Okay, then these look just like I wanted. They seared on each side, and I turn them over, and here's a little grease from the meat and stuff. Then I'm gonna make my gravy, and I got my mashed potatoes. I took, wasn't many mashed potatoes because I have rice in the refrigerator if I need any more starch. So I'm gonna set these aside, and I'm gonna get ready to make my gravy. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let my oil get hot. I gotta get that hot. These the onions and stuff that I'm gonna season my gravy with that I also put in the hamburger patty. Let this get kind of hard. Let these cook a little bit and make the gravy taste so good, girl. And these some green bell peppers. And I got some celery over here. I'm going to get. Might as well use them. This is going to make this gravy so good. Once these start cooking, yeah, these are a little bigger, but it don't matter because I had chopped the other one up fine. Let these start cooking, cook a little bit, and then I'm going to put my flour and I'm going to season it up. And I'm getting ready to make my my mashed potatoes. I'm going to let this start cooking. Okay. Well, my peppers, onions, and celery, you know, seasoned tender as I want them. So the rest of the season is going to go into the stock. Okay, I'm putting a little flour, you know, same amount of grease as flour. I just start a little bit until I get it like a paste. You don't have to put it in for the best, just like I did. That's how I put a little bit in. Instead of trying to put a measure, just put a little bit in and then you know. Because most time when you measure something out, you just dump the whole thing in because it's measured and you think it's supposed to come out. Most time it does. Sometimes it doesn't. But when you do it like this right here, most time you can't overdo it. Okay, I'm going to season this up. Because you want this to be a paste. You don't want to have more flour than grease. You don't want to be like a paste. While it's cooking, okay. And a little bit more, so it's equal. I want to have more grease than I do flour. In the meantime, oh, the vegetables smell so good. Try this with your gravy. When you're making gravy, just add some vegetables in it, especially green peppers and onions. So I'm going to put a little pepper in here. Now, one thing about gravy, it does require pepper and salt. I didn't put any salt and nothing else in my meat or stuff, so I'm going to put a little salt in here. That's all required. Okay, I'm going to put some of this brown gravy mix in it. This season, too, I always use this, you know, little pack. You don't have to, but it's seasoned pretty good. And it has sodium in it, too, so that's why I don't use too much. I just put give it color. Well, season, not really color, because it's going to have the color that I want about that. I'm going to put that in there. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put some broth in there. You can use water, but I want to use a little stock to give it a good little taste. This is beef. Because I'm cooking with beef, so I decided to use beef. I'm going to let this get thickened up and make my gravy. See, my gravy is getting ready to form. And once my gravy get like I want, I'm going to put the meat in there for about 5 minutes so it can season. And I'll be good to go. See how easy it is to make gravy? Cut the stove back up. Put some more liquid in here. Now pour that slow too, because you don't want to have it too thin. You got to start back with some flour. So when you're making gravy, each thing you start with, each thing you use, pour it kind of slow. So now this is thick, but I want to put some more stuff in it. It don't take gravy no time. I mean, it's like I said, so simple. And then you taste it, because gravy can be very bland. I don't think this is going to be bland because I got the onions and the stuff and the vegetables, but it can be very bland. And once I get this like I want to, it's just not. Cut the stove up a little bit more. I'm going to taste it again because, you know, I added that liquid and I got the taste. I want to taste the salt in here. And that's one thing, out of all the things I have cooked, to me, you know, simple things, salt for gravy, it requires salt. You have to put salt in there. Okay, I'm going to put some more liquid in to get it like I want it. And I'm going to get back with you because I'm getting ready to start my mash. Once I get like this, like I want it, excuse me, I had to sneeze. I'm going to get back with you. It's coming. Still a little too thick. I'm going to add a little bit more that juice, that broth, beef broth, and let it cook. And you see them vegetables in there? That's what's going to make it taste so good. Okay. Get back with you. Boy, this gravy is jumping. I tasted it just right. Need nothing on them. I'll put these hamburger patties in there. Drop them with my hands. They warm. They're not that hot. And I got these seasoned to perfection. The hamburger, follow my instructions, y'all. I'm gonna let these cook. I didn't let them cook. I let them sear it on one side and sear it on both sides, and then I see all that vegetables. Look at that. Y'all know that look good. All these vegetables on them. I'm gonna put a top on them and let them get warm. Cook some in the middle. They already had cooked a little bit, but they can stand about another 5 minutes. So they can warm up. See how good that look, y'all know. And it's gonna taste good too. All the vegetables, the seasoning, the gravy mix. Good, the good old gravy. Okay, I'm gonna get back. I'm getting ready to make my mashed potatoes and call it a day. Okay, I just took my mashed potatoes and put them in a pot, so it can stay warm and stuff. While my Salisbury, I'm not Salisbury, I keep on saying that, while my hamburger patties are cooking. This is some pepper I'm putting in. I boiled these potatoes and then I pulled them. I don't like for mine to get real mushy. I just like a little bit. I'm gonna put just a tap of salt because my gravy is jumping. I don't need that much salt, just a tap, so I got some of it. Then I'm gonna put some milk. Put a little milk in here. This is canned milk. I always use canned milk. Now you can use homogenized, you can use whole milk, anything you want to use, but I always choose canned milk, pat milk. I like that. That's what we always use before. I'm gonna put some butter in this and call this a day. These gonna be some chunky mashed potatoes. Let them stay warm. I want that. In fact, I won't even use that potato masher because I want them to be chunky. Let them cook. I'll call it a day. Put this on a plate. Get back with you. Here's my Salisbury steak over here. No, I keep saying it again. Oh no! Look how good. Take a picture of that. Look how good that looks. These are my hamburger patties, and they are so good to go with this good mashed potatoes and get ready to eat. Okay, here it is, y'all. Thank you all for tuning in to my delicious hamburger patty, seasoned perfect with onions and green peppers and celery, and season my mashed potatoes, my homemade mashed potatoes, and my homemade gravy. Share this delicious video with friends and family. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to Mattie's Kitchen, and stay tuned to my next video. Have a wonderful day.